JIMIN Billboard Results Week 20. JIMIN on this week's Billboard Charts, December 14, 2024. JIMIN's Who charts at number 47 on this week's Hot 100. In the past decade it is the first and only solo K-soloist song to chart for 20 weeks. The longest charting K-soloist song. And the highest ranked K-soloist song in the 20th week of release. Who is also the first and only K-soloist song to spend its first 20 weeks in the top 60 of the Hot 100. JIMIN's Who rose 6 spots to number 24 on this week's Billboard Global 200 chart. And it peaked at number 23 on the Billboard Global excluding US chart. JIMIN's Who ranks number 35 on this week's Billboard Streaming Songs chart. It's now the second longest charting K-act song of all time, after Gangnam Style, 20 weeks. JIMIN's Who re-enters the Billboard Digital Song Sales chart at number 13, spending its 7th week on the chart. Moreover, JIMIN rose 28 spots from last week to number 70 on the Billboard Artist 100 chart this week, marking his 30th week on the chart. JIMIN is the K-soloist with the second longest chart tenure on the chart. Furthermore, JIMIN's second solo album, MUSE, continues its 20th consecutive week on the Billboard 200 chart, rising 43 spots from last week to number 114. MUSE is the K-soloist album that has charted on the chart for the second longest period of time ever. Number 5 World Albums. We are in one of the most important weeks for Who, where JIMIN can break several records. We need to put our all into streaming. If US is already increasing the streams, then global should also increase the streams so Who can get back into top 20 on Global 200. JIMIN's Who ranks number 91 on the Billboard Canadian Hot 100 chart, continuing its 20th consecutive week on the chart. Who is the first and only solo song by a K-soloist to spend 20 weeks on the chart since PSY's Gangnam Style. JIMIN's Who rose 2 spots from last week to number 72 on the Billboard Japan Hot 100 chart, spending its 21st week on the chart. On Spotify, JIMIN's Who remains on top 10 at number 8 on global Spotify with 5,173,985, plus 146,189 streams. It remains the highest-ranking solo K-pop song on the chart. Who with 5.17 million, plus 146,000 streams increased and rises, plus 1 spot. In the USA, Who charts at number 13 with 1.24 million streams, plus 1 spot rises. JIMIN's Who is the highest K-pop song on the Spotify US Daily Chart. JIMIN remains at number 1 on Spotify South Korea Daily Top Songs chart for with 157,639, plus 837 filtered streams, making him number 1 on the chart for 144 consecutive days. Who is the second most ranked song on the chart, behind Like Crazy, 268 days at number 1. It's JIMIN vs. JIMIN. Also, JIMIN stays at number 1 spot on South Korea Top Artists chart. He is the longest charting artist, ACT, to rank number 1 for 503 days in chart history. Thank you Jamerica. Who remained highest charting solo song by a K-pop act on Spotify, Global, USA, and South Korean Daily Top Songs charts. Moreover, ChartsInFrance.net mentioned JIMIN in articles as one of the brilliant winners of the French Pure Charts Awards. The article read, among the artists, Kenji Girac and Clara Luciani prevail on the French side, while internationally, it is JIMIN and Taylor Swift who shine. As for the star of the BTS group, JIMIN largely crushed the competition by collecting 6 times more votes than Benson Boone, second in the ranking. Note that a record 3.1 million votes were counted for this edition of the Pure Charts Awards. Thank you for all the votes, and see you next year for the 4th edition. What is exceptionally noteworthy is that JIMIN largely defeated the competition, collecting 6 times more votes than the second in the rankings. JIMIN's global impact is insane. Thank you to all the fans that voted. You all had a part in JIMIN's victory. JIMIN won the International Male Artist of the Year at the 2024 Pure Charts Awards in France. Congratulations, JIMIN. Our JIMIN won an award. A pioneer of the new generation in the global music world, JIMIN proves once again that language is not a barrier to conveying emotions through music. JIMIN's solo songs have been well received by fans from various cultural backgrounds. JIMIN's accomplishments through his successful song, Who, and his album, MUSE prove that he is the biggest icon in K-pop history. Media outlets reporting on Jimin's global success. BTS Jimin breaking records, explosion of records on Billboard and Spotify. BTS Jimin's MUSE is the world's most streaming K-pop album in 2024. First and only K-pop soloist to achieve first 2 billion streams on Spotify with 2 solo albums. Face and MUSE. Congratulations Jimins. You deserve all the love, success and appreciation. On another note, Jimin has successfully completed 1 year of military service. Only 6 months to go, with the gifts Jimin left for us as our comfort. We continue to pray for his safety and well-being. Let's continue showing our unwavering support and love for him and his music. Soon we'll be together with Jimin again, forever. 1 year waiting for Jimin. With Jimin till the end.
시작은 뭔가 낮은 음으로 시작하는